Hey everyone, welcome back to our second episode of our Spring Into Action series. If you haven't tuned into one of our episodes yet, we are an organization bringing all of you fun and creative experiments virtually during these difficult times. To start, I'm Timmy.
I'm Grace.
I'm Brendan.
And hi, I'm Andre.
And in today's session, you can learn how to make instantaneous ice, a self-inflating balloon, and literally a traveling rainbow.
Cool. So first, let's jump into our first experiment of the week. Today we're going to be doing some science experiments, so be sure to grab a buddy so you're not isolated.
That's right. Today we're going to be making ice that turns instantly into water. All you're going to need is a water bottle, a freezer, and just a simple plate or tray of ice, which can be taken from a freezer.
To start, set the plate or tray of ice to the side. We'll use it a bit later. You're first going to put your bottle of water in a freezer and put a timer counting for about 2.5 hours. Make sure you check on it once this time has passed, and it never harms to leave it in for an extra 5 minutes.
Now that 2.5 hours has passed, you're going to want to carefully remove your water bottle and remove the cap. After this, you're going to now take the ice tray or plate that you had set aside earlier and slowly pour some water from your bottle onto the ice. Then you'll be amazed at the transformation of water to ice.
So to understand this experiment, we must look at the ice on a much smaller level, and that's something called a molecular level. Molecules, which is what makes up this molecular level, are like small particles that are everywhere. It's part of you, the plants, our food, and much more.
Now, ice is made out of water, right? This is because when water reaches a certain point in temperature, which could be considered below freezing, the water molecules hug and pack very tightly with each other. These form invisible crystals in the water, okay? When enough of these crystals find each other, they make what's called a crystal lattice. And newly formed crystal lattices, all of these crystals come together to form the ice that you just made.
And from another perspective, there is a transition of water, which is a liquid, into another state of matter, which is called a solid. If the water forming into ice is cold enough, you will also see gas being released, which means in this experiment, we visibly saw all three states of matter. Next is Timmy and Grace with a self-inflating balloon.
Now, on to making a self-inflating balloon. I'm sure this experiment will surely leave you with a surprising reaction. To start this experiment, you need a 1-liter bottle, which is basically a water bottle, baking soda, vinegar, and a balloon. Just in case, be sure to wear eye protection for this mind-blowing experiment.
First, empty out a 1-liter bottle and place a funnel, if you have one, on top of the bottle. Pour the baking soda into the bottle.
Then you'll need to take the empty balloon and place the funnel so that the vinegar can be poured inside the balloon.
Be sure to carefully stretch out the mouth of the balloon over the bottle, making sure to not pour any vinegar inside the bottle.
When you are ready, lift the balloon and pour the vinegar inside the balloon in. Now watch as the balloon grows and grows. It's a self-inflating balloon.
This happens because when baking soda and vinegar mix together, they form something called a reaction. We mentioned molecules in the previous experiment, and they also play a role in this reaction.
Baking soda is known as a base, where it has very little acidity. Things high in acidity can be oranges, tomatoes, and vinegar. Since vinegar is acidic and baking soda is a base, they cause carbon dioxide to be released as well as water. The gas rises from this reaction and causes the balloon to be inflated.
Finally, our last experiment will be about colors.
With only 3 colors, you can form a colorful rainbow. For this experiment, you're going to need 5 paper cups filled with water, food coloring, in red, yellow, and blue.
Now add red food coloring into 1 cup. Put a clear cup next to it. Then grab another cup and add yellow food coloring. Put another clear cup next to that one. Lastly, grab a final cup and add blue food coloring.
Roll up some paper towels and then stick them in between the cups. Now you can sit back and watch this rainbow form. But while we wait for that, oh no, did you just follow some food coloring, Grace? I hope you don't die a little inside.
Wow. The colors are essentially crawling across the towels into the other bottles, which allows the red, yellow, and blue to mix into their secondary colors, which would be orange and green in between them.
Now, the colored water travels up the paper towel, and once there is such water soaked in the towel, it is overwhelmed to the point where gravity will take control of the water, releasing it into the empty cups and finally forming a rainbow.
Well, we've learned a lot today, from molecules transforming from different states of matter to inflating a balloon without even a single breath. Hold up, if I just made a chemistry joke right now, would any of you guys have a reaction?
Andre.
I would have an allergic reaction because I'm allergic to bad humor. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed these wonderful experiments.
This has been Kreative Kiddos. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, 3. Oh, there's recording!
I accidentally exited out of the dock.
Whose keyboard?
How absolutely fascinating,
Oh,
man.
yes. Because
Oh,
Grace
also-
Oh, it's still recording.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Andre